Hey everybody, happy Thursday, haunt season Thursday. We are in Altamont Springs, Florida. Trying to block Jess's arm in the back there. Out of the shot. We are going to a petrified forest, which is one of our favorite local haunts in Central Florida. It is pitch black outside. That's why we're doing the intro inside the car and trying to block Jess. You can't see her. Move my finger to block her arm. So as you can see, even with low light on this camera, it is extremely dark here. And also, as in years past, we can't film in the haunt itself. We don't want to give any spoilers out for folks that are coming here. And it's also pitch black because it is a trail out in the woods. Ooh, we've got some set design here. Look at this. Some covered wagons. This is what the inside looks like. So we've got fried Oreos and funnel cakes. We've got the outside of the facade here. And we've got a stage up here with musicians. Oh, and they actually have pictures inside now where you can see how you look when you were getting scared. So we've got a stage going on here. People watching some performances. We are blue, so you have this color wheel. When I spin that next, when it hits 5, then we can get in line. And here's the facades. This is like the extent of what I think we can show you. There's the hearse. We showed that last year in our video. I don't know how well you can see, but that's the Old Sun Trading Post. We've got like a haunt character coming out here. Saloon, blacksmith. They really outdid themselves this year here. And here is the hearse in darkness. So it looks like one trail goes in over here, the other one is over by the hearse. But check this out. This is a small family-run haunt. It's been in business now 10 years. We're gonna do the backstage tour later, but we love coming here every year. Got a little Foo Fighters going on here. With you. And if it could ever be this real forever. Every day. You gotta have one. Oh my. So you can appreciate the filet. We've got like bad people walking around everywhere here. That's how it works. Oh. I'm saying, bro, I'm excited to see you dance. Zombies. I've never seen that before. I saw your post today on Facebook. In the mix. And you're gonna dance, so I'm excited. It's so dark. Kind of being surrounded now. One of the actors just gave me a roach. It's my new friend. The new mascot of the channel. We have friends here tonight too. I don't know how well you can yell, but introduce yourself, sir.
Ryan from Exploring Ryan. I didn't get a roach. I'm not as loved as Kyle from View from the Cheap Seats, obviously.
So you did one of the houses so far. Did you like it?
I did. I did the, excuse me, you go that way. They've got a ghost town. And it was cool. I'm not going to lie. The lighting is a little off tonight. So they jump out and hold something up and go, "What do you think?" And I would say, I don't know what that is.
Because the lighting is similar to the lighting that we have
exactly
here.
Right. Hey, what do you, I guess it's frightening. So.
We're out in the forest.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's the best I can do for you.
And it's petrifying.
I'm petrified. I didn't get a roach, but I'm petrified.
Yeah. It's just a shadow of a stilt walker. Very difficult because it's so dark. Something special. But I assure you, he is menacing. We're going in. I need to leave you guys out here for now. I hope we make it out. By the way, we're pitch black, but we have a friend here. I don't know if we can get better light. He's literally going to choke me. So we did the two houses. The one further behind me is called Ghost Town. This one is like a 10-year anniversary house. It's called Memory Lane. Both were excellent. I really like the Ghost Town house. We're going to do the behind the scenes tour now. I think that we get an option to choose where we might want to hang out and see some of the scares. quite honestly, it's not that busy tonight, so we may be wandering around a little bit trying to find people that are here to scare them. It's usually, when we come here, it is generally very packed with a long line to get in. So
we have come on weekends.
yeah, we've kind of hit it at a sweet spot, I think. Memory Slain had a lot of things that I liked from prior years. Like they have, you know, for as much as people rave about Halloween Horror Nights doing Scarecrow with the cornfield, they do a cornfield here that's equally as impressive, or not more impressive, and it's all still standing and living.
Yep.
So we are done with our visit to Petrified Forest. We did our VIP backstage tour as well. We were able to watch people get scared. They give you the opportunity on that backstage tour as well. If you would like to scare yourself,
Yeah.
you have the ability to scare with the other scare actors. So there's 2 trails this year. One is Memory Slain, which is highlighting 10 years of their being at this location.
Ghost Town.
And the other one is a ghost town, but I don't think, is it called Ghost Town?
No.
House
It
1,
was-
House 2.
House 1, House 2.
The other one is a Western themed, and I went to write it down and somebody distracted me before.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed the Western set, and there's going to be a lot of me talking, but I want everybody to chime in. But we can't film in the sets, as we've said before, and we can't film backstage. So, and I think it would be doing a disservice to you guys by showing you everything that's in there, that's in the trails. So, for those that don't know, a Petrified Forest is a family-run business. It's been here for 10 years. They build the sets every year from the ground up, so when they tear things down, there's only 2 pieces that are static that stay year over year. But all of the rest of the elements are built ground up from the June, July time period until now, and it's done by like they told us on the tour,
8
like
people.
eight folks that build everything. There's 150 scare actors that work the event, so it's not like Halloween Horror Nights or Howl-O-Scream where there's people everywhere, but they're in the strategic locations and they do a very effective job. You are walking out in the forest and navigating trails into the sets that are built into the forest. So it was interesting this year to see how damage from Irma would have impacted the trails as well. Look like Jess is hiding back there. She's been sucked into the scare acting world. Which trail did you like the best?
I like the Western one. That was the one on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
And how about you, Jess? You don't know? Hard to decide?
I like equal.
Yep. I like the Western set. The actors are very interactive too, so your pulse, it's not a conga line thing like Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, they do put you in like a group of 12. So, if we were lucky, I think the first house, because
We only had
there
5
was
people.
5 people in the first house that we went in, or first trail, and that was the ghost town. And the second one, we had a considerable amount more, so I think we were full up at that point. So, sometimes you're kind of bumping into people while you're waiting for scares, and the
There
scares
was
are...
only 7 of 8 of us.
Okay.
Yeah, in the second one.
All right. So you get very congested, I think, when people are scaring, and there's multiple boo holes for a lot of the actors.
Yeah.
So
A couple of times
it's
I
good
got
to get scared.
Yeah.
I did get scared on these trails.
I did. Someone jumped out of a tree and almost knocked me down because I lost my balance.
The air compressor scared me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. They employ a couple of things here that are really fun. So they did like rappelling, and they did like a swing type of thing, and stuff that you wouldn't expect from a small mom and pop or ground up thing. And it's overall, it's a family fun event too. So they're not grabbing you, they're not pushing you or anything like that, like Screamageddon or Shallow Grave. But some of the sets are pretty elaborate. They're nice. We walked through and I wondered, there's some stuff that's out in the open in the elements, and you kind of wonder what happens when it's raining outside and things like that, or they have to put stuff away every night. So what did you like? What did you not like?
I like the girl in the the brothel area that kept on
Yeah,
trying
she
to
was one
follow
of
you.
my favorites. She told me she was going to follow me home, and she repeatedly...
She went to another section and she's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, Kyle."
That was pretty awesome. I really enjoy that level of interactivity. I really like that they had the cornfield back. There's one other element that was not back this year that has been here every other year, and it's a school bus. And sometimes they forced you to walk through the
it.
school bus where there
Yeah.
was actors in it, and sometimes you just kind of went around and it was a prop. But we were told that the school bus may come back later this year, but where they tried to put it this year so far, the ground would not hold up because of the damage from Irma. So, in any event. Any final thoughts? Jess is very vocal. She's very hangry right now.
Yes.
You should see, like, off to out of the camera picture, probably 150 yards this way is a Wawa, which we are gonna
Go eat at.
eat at next.
150 yards.
It's so close, so close to a
Something in my eye and
sandwich.
my shoe.
It's the forest. So we're gonna sit down now, eat our post-haunt food. They have the holiday gobbler sandwich at Wawa. This is a gobbler sandwich. It's turkey, cranberries, and stuffing. So back on Petrified Forest, one thing to consider is that while it is a local haunt, it's in no way should be ignored or kind of cast off that it's not going to be as good or a fun time as what you would have somewhere else. I think, you know, when we look around, there's not a lot of folks covering Petrified Forest at times, which I kind of attribute to two things. One, it's not a place that people go to drink, so it's not like a Howl-O-Scream or Horror Nights or something where people are getting served alcohol the entire night and kind of bombing it up. And two, for the most part, a lot of the stuff that you see out there around Horror Nights, or not our stuff, so please don't take this the wrong way, and not everybody's stuff either, but for Horror Nights, Howl-O-Scream, or these other haunts like Shallow Grave and things like that, they have people that can go for free to those events. And I don't think the Petrified Forest really does that, so there's not the same level of coverage. So keep that in mind, you know, when you see things are promoted over each other in the haunt community here, at least, is that there may be a reason why certain haunts don't end up on the radar of some of these folks that are out there, because they won't pay themselves to go to the event. We paid for everything tonight, just like we paid for everything at Howl-O-Scream and Scream Again and everywhere else, because we want to give you our honest opinions. Well, we're back home from Petrified Forest and eating our late dinner at Wawa. Lots of fun tonight. Hopefully more fun over the weekend. We're looking to hit another kind of local haunt on Saturday night that I think is going to be a lot of fun, but I don't want to spoil it for folks yet, so I'll have to come back for that. But for now, thank you very much for coming along with us tonight, and thank you very much for all of your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.